Hello! In this video we will take a detailed look at the effects that are GPU enhanced in Kdenlive. Let's start with blur and we're not just going to take a look at the effect and how it works and play around with the parameters. Instead, we're going to actually take a look at the description and try to understand it a little better. So, blur. A separable 2D blur implemented by a combination of mip-map filtering and convolution, essentially giving a convolution with a piecewise linear approximation to the true impulse response, by Steiner H. Gunderson. I don't get most of this, but it looks nice. I have made multiple videos that show off the effects, but don't really explain them, so if you are not that interested in the description, you might as well go check them out. Next up, the convolution sharpen. Let's just set some values first, so you can see how it slows down my GPU and what kind of weird glitches you can create. Alright, so the convolution sharpen is a filter that sharpens by way of deconvolution, i.e. trying to reverse a blur kernel as opposed to just boosting high frequencies. More specifically by FIR Wiener filters. It is the same algorithm as used by the now largely abandoned Refocus plugin for GIMP, and I suspect the same as in Photoshop's Smart Sharpen filter. The effect gives generally better results than unsharp masking, but can be very GPU intensive and requires a fair bit of tweaking to get good results without ringing and or excessive noise. Let's take a look. Trying to reverse a blur kernel. To me all this means we have to do this now. Yeah, let's maybe change order. Alright, so first we blur the heck out of it and then we try to sharpen it. Yeah, of course that doesn't work. But we can blur it a little and then let's take a look at the difference. Well, yeah, it does sharpen. Hey, look, let's take a look. Well, it's definitely sharper. Alright, let's get rid of these effects and step to the next one. Diffusion. There are many different effects. Let's just... Yes. There are many different effects that go under the name of diffusion, seemingly all of the inspired by the effect you get when you put a diffusion filter in front of a camera lens. The effect most people want is a general flattening / smoothing of the light and reduction of the fine detail, most notably blemishes in people's skin. Let's make it less crazy then. Okay. Without ruining edges, which a regular blur would do, we do a relatively simple version, sometimes known as white diffusion, where we first blur the picture and then overlay it on the original using the original as a matte. Alright, so blur is the basis, just like in Glow. Cut out the highlights of the image, everything above a certain threshold, blur them and overlay them onto the original image. This is my favorite thing in this selection of effects. Wow. Alright, let's get rid of this one, as cool as it is. Lift gamma gain. A simple lift gamma gain effect used for color grading. Alright. So I'm a total beginner in this area, so I have no idea what to do to make something nice with that. Mirror. Simple horizontal mirroring. I wonder why there's only horizontal mirroring, but that's it for now. Opacity. Adjust the opacity of an image through the alpha channel. I'm not quite sure if this works yet. I mean, Kdenlive recently changed how layers work, and they are now all translucent by default. All right, let's not waste time on that for now. Pan and zoom. Change the coordinates and scale to fit within a rectangle. Yeah, let's just zoom around, and oh man, this is so nice. It it has been such a pain using the CPU-based effect. It's so slow. So yeah, extreme speed increase. I mean, if you have some kind of graphics card that's better than your CPU, or if your CPU is very busy. Saturation. Let's pump this up because it's fun. A simple deconstruction / saturation effect. We use the Rec 709 definition of luminance in linear light, of course, and linearly interpolate between this, saturation equals 0, and the original signal, saturation equals 1. Extrapolating the original signal, extrapolating that curve further, i.e. saturation larger than 1, gives us increased saturation if so desired. Like this. Alright, so we have 2 more effects. Let's, as I said, check out my other videos of these effects, or just in general my other Kdenlive videos, and if this video was interesting to you, please do give it a like. So this is a vignette effect, vignette, I need to learn to pronounce that. A vignette effect, which is very nice because it's super fast, and you can just adjust how nice you want it to be and how annoying or intense. A circular vignette falling off as cos squared of the distance from the center, brackets, the classic formula for approximating a real lens. Okay. Last one, white balance, color correct in LMS color space. That's it. You can choose the temperature. I like cool colors for some reason, even though I do like warm weather. And let's just switch the neutral color. Man, this is funky. Nice. Cool stuff. Alright, so I hope this little look at the GPU effects helped. If you're confused, you have to go to Configure Kdenlive in the Settings menu and then Playback, and here, this checkmark. Use GPU processing, brackets Movit library. You need to have this on, and if you don't have Movit installed, you have to install it first and then restart Kdenlive. So, obviously we have to put all the effects onto one clip now. It's amazing that it's still not crashing or extremely slow. It's just very slow, but not extremely slow. Whoops. Let's, okay, I think my computer is getting a bit slow to understand where I'm clicking. Let's give it a bit more stress. Whoops, didn't want that. What I want is to change the pan. Yep. Alright, what is missing now? I think saturation and vignette. Alright, we have all the effects. Let's move. Whoa. Let's try to interact with this. I'm kind of sure this is going to crash, but let's see if we can have some fun first. I'm gonna move vignette up. so that hopefully the effects apply to it as well. But it doesn't quite look like that. Maybe it's not as I expected. We need some glow, yo. Ha. Maybe a bit less vignette. And maybe a bit less blur. And more saturation. Holy. Wow. Alright, I think I screwed up the white balance in the beginning, so let's just turn it off. Yeah, this is much more interesting. Okay, so thanks again for taking a look at this. I hope it was useful. Goodbye. Have fun with Kdenlive.